Welcome to the Uncle's channel. Thanks for watching today, and let's do a quick review of the Pokemon trading card game Pocket Edition that just came out on mobile this past week. Now, for a casual fan of the Pokemon trading card game, I think this game is perfectly fun, perfectly balanced, and no real reason to spend any money on the game at all if you're just going to enjoy the single-player experience. Now, it's going to change drastically if you want to play the competitive multiplayer side online, but we'll get into that here in a little bit. Now, first off, when you start the game up, it is a very well-designed, clean-looking game, and I really do love how when you have your Pokedex loaded up, and I think there are, at the moment, I'm looking at 230 or 260 cards to collect, and they are going to be ever expanding that. But you can go through your entire Pokedex here, look at every individual card, all the different attacks on them, and the artwork on them looks exactly like it would in a Pokemon trading card game. And as a huge fan of Pokemon in general, I enjoy seeing the artwork of my favorite Pokemon. And you can go through and you can create different binders on here. You can sort them different ways. You can scroll through every card that you've collected and just simply enjoy the overall artwork and just simply play the game to try to collect them all. But it's going to take you a very long time to do that. But it's a very clean design looking game as far as sorting the Pokemon that you're going to get. But let's talk about how you're going to be getting those cards. Now, when you just simply sign up for the game, you are going to get 2 booster packs every single day, and you get 5 cards in those booster packs. And if you want to sign up for the premium edition, which is a free 2-week trial, you get an extra pack of cards every single day. And I mean, it's free for 2 weeks. You might as well enjoy it for 2 weeks. I signed up for the premium. I'm going to cancel after my 2 weeks because I don't want to pay for anything in the game. But you do get an extra pack of cards for, I guess, for 2 weeks. So I'll get 14 extra packs of cards, and hey, why not? Now, when you open up a pack of cards, you have a nice little slide across motion. It actually makes you feel like you're opening a card. Really does capture the magic pretty well for opening a pack of cards here. And as you're going through, you can go through every card individually, one at a time. And if you get a really special card, has a little video sequence behind it, or little sparkles behind it, I mean, it really does make you feel like you've got something special in the game. I mean, I know it's just simply a digital card, but it really does feel like it captures the experience of opening a Pokemon pack and the excitement of getting an actual really special or really rare card inside the game. Now, obviously, when you start the game, you're going to want to open up more than just 2 or 3 packs a day because you can't build a deck off of that. And so the game does allow you to have a starter deck, and it also allows you to complete plenty of missions. So if you go for the single player mode or just simply try to accomplish different missions or collecting things, you're going to basically collect what are hourglass tokens, and those are used to shorten the amount of time before you can open up another pack. And so at one point, I had 100 and something hourglass tokens on one of the very first days I was playing. And I was opening up probably 15, 20 packs of cards a day to really build your deck up. And I mean, the game has to sort of overload you or front load you on the game like this in order to sort of suck you in, obviously, but also to simply give you the ability to start creating your own decks. Now, after you finish the single player mode up and you've completed most of the missions, the ability to earn hourglass tokens is going to drop off massively, and you're pretty much only going to be opening up 2 or 3 packs a day and just slowly continuing to build your deck that way, unless you want to pay for it, which I know some people are going to, but me personally, I'm not going to pay for any of them. However, for the people out there who are curious, you can use real money to buy what's called Poke Gold, and you can use that to pretty much open up basically almost unlimited booster packs a day, or get unlimited booster pack experience, I guess is what it's called. And you can use that just simply to buy actual Pokemon cards. And so if you're willing to spend the money, you can have your ideal deck and pretty much collect every card in the game, I guess probably day 1 or day 2. But really, that defeats the fun in the game, the fun of wondering what's in a booster pack. If you have unlimited resources and you're just simply buying everything in the game, where's the fun in that? And so me personally, I don't suggest buying stuff in this game just simply because it's going to make it more fun for you, and also it's going to save you a lot of money. But let's talk about the battle mode. Now, there are 2 different battle modes that you can go into, the single player as well as the multiplayer, but whichever one you go into, you're going to notice that the rules of the game have been greatly simplified here. Now, first off, there are only 20 cards in your deck, so a pretty massive change on that, and there are no elements inside your deck either, so you can't get a water card or a fire or electricity. None of that's in there. You pretty much just simply get an element every single turn that you play, and you can use that to attach to one of your Pokemon. Now, as far as your Pokemon in your battlefield here, you can have 1 active Pokemon and then literally sort of in your back staging area or your holding area. And only the Pokemon in your active stage is the one that can attack. And you can equip it obviously with your elements, like I said, build up your moves, and then attack the other player's Pokemon. Now, your overall goal here is just simply to defeat literally of the opposing player's Pokemon, unless they have an EX Pokemon, and that counts as 2. And so in that case, you don't have to defeat 2 Pokemon, if that makes any sense. But overall, it's very simplified, but it's still a ton of fun. There's a lot of strategy that's worked into it. And I feel like being simplified like this, it works well for mobile. because you can pick it up and you can play a match in like maybe 5-ish minutes. And it's just simply much easier for like a bite-sized playing overall card game. Now, if you go for the single player mode, there are 30 different trainers that you have to fight through, obviously going from easiest to hardest, and they all have a very specific theme of a deck as you're fighting against. And so you can build your own deck to, to focus on an individual weakness, or you can use like a rental deck, or you can use a starter deck. There are plenty of options here for players who have not necessarily built up an individual deck of their own, or have not collected enough cards. But like I said, every time you beat a solo battle here, you get plenty of collectibles, you get more ability to unlock more booster packs, and you can slowly build your deck more and more. To me, the single player mode is a ton of fun, and I just simply wished it was longer, honestly. That was my biggest complaint on this game, is the single player mode needs to be expanded so you can continue to earn more and more power-ups and just simply be able to play the game and continue to get more difficult as you go. Now, if you do the online mode, there are 2 options that you can choose from. You can do a private match, which allows you to match up with just simply one of your friends, which is probably going to be most beneficial if you want to control the rules of the game on who has bought cards and who has not. Or you can just simply do an online random match against someone randomly in the world. And this is sort of hit or miss here, because if you play against someone who's just simply collecting cards and playing the game like you, it's a heck of a lot of fun. If you play against someone who has bought cards, and it's pretty obvious who has bought cards in the game, it just simply sucks the entire fun out of the online match, and you just simply end up losing the match almost immediately. Like if they draw 2 Mewtwo cards like at the start of the game, you pretty much know the match is over. And I use that as an example because I'd say 40% of the matches that I play, they immediately draw 2 Mewtwo EX cards, and the battle is over in just a matter of turns. I don't even stand a chance because I've not invested money into the game, so I can't get myself 2 Mewtwo EX cards and compete against them. And to me, that sort of sucks the fun out of the online mode. Honestly, when they do the online mode, there should be like different tiers on like who has paid for the game and who has not. People who don't pay for the game at all should be 1 tier. People who pay for some of the game should be a middle tier. People who pay for like everything in the game should be a 3rd tier. And you can sort of choose like your individual grouping, or just automatically put into that group. And you're competing against people in your own skill level. Because it's no fun if you don't pay any money and you go against someone who's put hundreds of dollars into the game. Obviously, you're going to lose, and it's sort of fun for them, and it's not fun for you at all. But like I said, you don't have to do the online random matches. You can play this game completely and fully, just simply going through the solo matches, and then just simply collecting cards, and then playing against your friends or your buddies in the private matches where they haven't spent tons of money collecting their cards, and you feel more evenly matched. This game is completely fun, completely playable, and completely balanced in that aspect of it. My only complaint about playing it this way is just simply the lack of single player matches you can go through, and I just simply wish there was a little bit more difficulty scale on that to expand the replayability. But as far as like a game you just simply want to open up here or there in your free time, get your packs every single day, maybe play a match or 2, play against your friends, I think it's a fun game. It's a free game in that aspect, and I would recommend it. I would not recommend it if you want to just simply play online battles and you don't want to spend any money, because you're going to get dominated very, very fast. But if you do want to spend tons of money, man, you're just going to dominate the game, and the fun value is going to run out pretty much immediately, because what fun is it just simply to win every single match that you load up and have every single Pokemon card already just simply because you paid for it? To me, that like sucks the fun out of it, but hey, if you got the money and you find that to be fun, it's your money, spend it how you want to. But for everybody else out there, Pokemon Trading Card Game Pocket Edition is a fun game to play, but just know there is a limited amount of single player content, and the collecting aspect will take you a very long time if you do not pay for it, but it's still fun in its own right. But if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel, check out my other videos listed above, and go out there, find a great game to play. Simply have a great rest of the day.